Hi, I'm Dr. Tobisch with Whitefish Chiropractic, and in this short video, I'm going to talk a little bit about whiplash injuries, and then I'm going to go through some simple stretches and exercises that you can do at home if you've experienced a whiplash injury, so we can get you on your road to recovery and hopefully prevent your injury from turning into any chronic issues. So to get started, a whiplash injury can occur when your head gets whipped forward, then back, or vice versa. But either way, basically tissues in your body are taken too far, too fast, and oftentimes results in sprain strain type injuries to the muscles and connective tissue in the back of the neck and the upper back. It can lead to injuries to discs in the cervical spine. It can even irritate or injure the nerves as they come out of your neck. An interesting thing about whiplash is oftentimes patients don't start to notice their symptoms for hours or even days after the onset. When symptoms start to set in, obviously stiffness and soreness in all of these muscles is very common, but other symptoms that we commonly see with whiplash injuries can be things like headaches, jaw pain, and dizziness. So our initial goal with rehabilitation is to restore range of motion and strength. That tissue trauma is going to make all these muscles want to stiffen up to try to splint and prevent any further damage or injury. But the body's constantly trying to heal itself. We don't want things to heal up in a shortened state. So maintaining range of motion is going to be vital to promote ideal tissue healing. Another thing that can happen with whiplash injuries is that threat to the nervous system can cause the muscles to go into a protective state, where basically some muscles are going to be doing all the work and other muscles are going to quit helping out. And that muscle imbalance can result in a lot of chronic long-term issues. So we're going to want to strengthen things up, balance things out so we can prevent that from happening. All right, guys, first thing we're going to look at are going to be a couple simple stretches for some of the muscles in the neck and the upper shoulders. First, we're going to look at a stretch for the upper trap. So you can just hold onto your chair or sit on your hand. You're going to tip your head off to the side and then give yourself a little bit of overpressure with your other hand. You can hold that stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. Another great stretch is to look to the side, tuck your chin down, and then just create a little bit of pressure in the direction that your nose is pointing. For each of those, couple sets on each side, those 20 to 30 second holds, you want to do all of those at least 3 times per day. The next exercise we're going to look at is a cervical car, or controlled articular rotation, which is basically just a fancy way to say that we're going to make a big, slow and controlled circle with your head and neck. With this exercise, we want to try to maximize range of motion, or basically make the circle as big as you can, but we want to avoid pain. So if you make the circle a little too big, start feeling a little bit of pain, back off, work on your smaller circles, and over time we'll progress them to make them bigger and bigger. So to get started, you're just going to tuck your chin down, rotate to the side, start to bend towards it, extend your head back, bend to the other side, rotate, and finish your circle. We want to do a couple circles clockwise and a couple counterclockwise. You can do those 2 to 3 times a day. Next thing we're going to look at is a deep neck flexion exercise to strengthen up these muscles deep in the front of your neck. We're going to put a lot of emphasis on keeping your chin tucked and not letting your head jut forward. So to get started, you're going to be on your back. And from here, like I said, we're going to start off by tucking your chin down. Then you're going to pick your head up a couple inches. Hold this position, 1, 2, 3. Keep your chin tucked, come back down. You may notice that this exercise is a little more challenging than you expected, so we'll start small. Start with a couple sets of 5, and as these muscles start to strengthen up, we can progress it and do a couple more.